One Zambia, one nation. A warm welcome to Zanis News. The headlines. Zanis partners with Chimsoro Milling to produce Eagle Milling Meal. Government hands over 210,000 euros worth of baggage scanner to Nakonde border. Construction of Chitambula maternity wing elects Chilawombwe residents. To present Zanis News in detail, I'm Trust Pemba. The Zambian National Service has partnered with Chimsoro Milling in Kapirimposhi district to start producing the Eagle Milling Meal brand. The partnership is aimed at ensuring availability of milling meal at more affordable prices for consumers in Kapirimposhi and neighboring districts. Central Province Minister Princess Kasune commissioned the milling plant, which has a daily milling capacity of 1,500 by 25 kg bags of milling meal. Carlos Banda now report.
To make milling meal accessible at an affordable price, government commenced production of the staple food at Zambia National Services milling plants across the country. Following persistent rise in demand of the ZNS Eagle milling meal due to its fair price, ZNS has sought partnerships with private milling plants to augment the production capacity of the commodity. Chimsoro Milling in Kapirimposhi district is the latest to seal the deal with ZNS.
The capacity in terms of production is 120 metric tons, whereby we are able to produce in a day 1,500 bags at full capacity. I would assure you that we are going to have a steady supply of the milling meal. That is within Kapili, and the milling meal will also roll out to the other places like Serenje, Mpushi, even as far as Mungu.
Central Province Minister Princess Kasune has commissioned the plant where milling machines are already in motion, grinding milling meal for the local market.
What is happening here is evidence of just the kind of able leadership that the president attaches to the needs of the Zambian people. He is a listening president, and that is why when the people of Zambia have cried of the situation of cornmeal or maize, we should call it, he has found ways and means through his cabinet as well as the responsible line ministers and indeed the think tanks around him.
This partnership will also create employment for the local people.
With your coming in, ZNS, we are also going to employ a lot of people here. And I'm sure as you came in, you saw a lot of people outside the gate there wanting to get jobs here. So I hope we continue on this course.
Carlos Bunda, Zanis, Kapirimposhi.
And in Southern Province, residents of Umbila in Shezongo Chiefdom in Itezitezi district in Southern Province have praised the government for transforming their lives through empowering their cooperative with a 40,000 loan which they've invested in a hammer mill. The resident told Zanis that the cooperative took advantage of the high cost of milling meal and the long distance that the people have to walk their maize processed, and got a loan from the Constituency Development Fund and invested in a hammer mill. More in this report by Frederick Mwasa.
In the heart of Mbila, located 100 kilometers from Itezitezi town in Shezongo Chiefdom, a hammer mill stands as a beacon of the Constituency Development Fund success. The hammer mill, owned by the Dinka Multipurpose Cooperative, brings an impressive revenue to the cooperative.
Itokakara bulinsangano tukayatembere project ya hammer mill na miri. Twaranganya kuti masendiki kuno mumbira amage tembe kisigo jiga jomwe. Tutaona tumaga ntibarapenga party kurunda na jiga jomwe. Kono botoka to side tubike hinjika yo jirigo jaga bora eji. Twabo twakara ntibagarembera icyani grant zo CDF 2022. Twakapegwa marayo. Kono botoka ora jiga cyo tisinjira lirasuni. Ni mama not 40,000 twa kuja 5 pin ya expensive ponya 35 kwa budget kusaro to head chan ngongora 19 pin. Then this year, last year 2023 December 19,000 to hima ya badera so jaje gayo ja to pamono mbuli sangano ponya kumali ngo twapanga ambi twayaga building imbi iri wa mbali aho panda kujira iboutique mbuli sangano.
The hammer mill is providing cheaper milling meal and has reduced distances people travel to have their maize processed into milling meal. The hammer mill has also created hope and employment opportunities in the area.
Ndawa kama tupone na ndaje na mulimo bandaberege na mpawa sa ndaura ndahora mari ina problem ta so ndikomene maningi ba.
More in the news, the Public Service Microfinance Company has called on civil servants to take advantage of the Agricultural Finance Facility Window Package to access irrigation farming equipment to cushion the effects of the changes in the climate change conditions that the country is experiencing. Company Chief Executive Officer Mubanga Mwiko said the Agricultural Finance Facility Window has various farming equipment packages that can help civil servants invest in agriculture and contribute to the national food basket. Here is a report.
The changing climatic conditions have taken a toll on agricultural production. To cushion this impact, government had earlier introduced the Agricultural Finance Facility Window to enable citizens grow more food. However, this has not been the case with the current turn of events where farmers have suffered losses due to dry spells being experienced across the country. Stakeholders, among them the Public Service Microfinance Company, have now advised farmers in Southern Province to turn to irrigation farming as a solution to the effect of climate change.
What I would like to say to our public service workers is please come through. The loans we are providing, with what the President has just done in the last 3 months from September when he announced the reduction in interest rates. Right now we're sitting at 9% agro loans, which makes our equipment affordable for all the public service workers. I know we might have not gone so much into the other areas in terms of our marketing, but in partnership with people like Saro and Omnia, we're able to get ourselves going. So I think as you've been going around, you've seen the kind of equipment which they have. So my appeal to the public service workers is even if there's a looming drought, there's always a solution to it. There's always a second option, which is basically the irrigation aspect.
Saro is partnering with government in providing farming equipment under the Agricultural Finance Facility Window.
As we are trying to help the farmers, those who are in a civil servant or civil service, we have a program for them. And on the irrigation system, as we are experiencing the drought this year, we have all the answers.
Speaking on behalf of some government retirees, Harry Hamuntanga has suggested to the government to allow retirees to use the unpaid benefits to access farming equipment under the Agricultural Finance Facility Window.
Just as the government has decided to help the workers, government workers, to access agriculture inputs in form of loans, we also retirees are requesting for that same service.
Gertrude Umbeta, Zanis, in Livingstone, Southern Province.
We move to Eastern Province. The Citizens Economic Empowerment Commission is happy with the progress made by the fish farming projects that had received loans from the Commission to boost their businesses. A team from the Commission led by the Public Relations Manager Michelo Mukata made spot checks on the fish farms to appreciate the progress made by the beneficiaries in the district. Sylvester Chishimba now reports.
Government, through the Citizens Economic Empowerment Commission, has effectively been empowering the local citizenry with loans in order for them to carry out various business ventures. In Chipata District, the Commission has empowered some people to carry out fish farming as a business. A team from the Commission made spot checks to appreciate the progress the beneficiaries were making.
Well, for the Citizens Economic Empowerment Commission, having come here to Jesty Hatchery in Chipata District, it really is testament of how the Commission is making aquaculture a viable enterprise because we are meeting one of the objectives that was set out for the Aquaculture Seed Fund under the Zambia Aquaculture Enterprise Development of providing readily available fingerlings. So with this hatchery being operational here in Chipata District, it will not only satisfy the demand for good quality fingerlings in Chipata District, but for Eastern Province as a whole. During this monitoring exercise, we have noted with great concern in other districts like Petauke and Katete, the lack of good quality fingerlings being available for the fish farmers. Some of the challenges that they have faced is sourcing of these fingerlings has to be done from as far as Lusaka. So with Zesty being operational with an investment value from CEC Aquaculture Seed Fund amounting to 1.2 million kwacha, that concern of availability of good quality fingerlings is being addressed. And we do implore interested fish farmers to visit these premises and support their own, because they have the production capacity of 300,000 fingerlings per month. Now, that is something incredible. On a national scale, it is a contribution towards addressing the deficit of fingerlings that the sector was faced with. So for CEC, it's a big plus for us, and we're very, very encouraged by this investment that we have made in the Eastern Province.
And these are the beneficiaries in Eastern Province practicing fish farming.
So mkuyamba kwa pano, tinayamba na ma fish pond aviri haya. So after tayamba na ma fish pond aviri, na ndrama zatu za mtumba, of which tinakangiwa kuti tichite chanishi ulimi amene utiupitirize kaiti uyu ulimi ulima arch involving. As a result, tinabwata nkhalako na mpata ndithu ochita ku apply loan, of which ija loan inachoka ndithu. So mkuchoka kwa loan kwamene nabwera yachoka loan inatitandizira vambiri. As you can see, expansion ya pano kulima pigali huku. Then kuchoka pa mapondi aviri tinachita ku increase maponda. As you can see yourself, pali mapondi ndithu yambiri pano. Ndiye benefit maningi amene achita chanishi amene atuluka through that funding ya kuchanishi CEC.
So what we do here, we have broodstock where we collect eggs after 10 days, and we put them in the incubators. The process starts from there. Then from there, we start giving them hormones or sex reversal feed for 28 days. Then after that, they are ready for sale to the customers or to the fish farmers.
Sylvester Shimba for Zanis in Chipata District, Eastern Province.
We continue with the news. The Ministry of Commerce, Trade and Industry says it has continued to procure and deliver various equipment to key border agents in order to enhance facilitation of trade and economic development. Director of Foreign Trade Simon Ngona said this during the handover of 210 euros baggage scanner at Nakonde 1 Stop Border Post. Titani Zulu filed in this report.
Stop Border Post has received the baggage scanner procured at a cost of 210,000 euros by the Ministry of Commerce, Trade and Industry with financing from the European Union under the Zambia Border Post Upgrading Project. This delivered baggage scanner is expected to streamline the clearance process for passengers and enhance security measures at the border posts.
We have supported border agencies with different and assorted kind of equipment. These range from rapid testing kits for ministry. We have also supported them with baggage scanners, which we are now delivering here. The baggage scanners are kind of very critical because they are key in facilitating inspections of baggages and so on and so forth. Right now, inspections which are being done are kind of manual, and with this kind of equipment, it will expedite the process of assessments of the different baggages moving forward.
Orientation of critical employees has commenced in preparation for operation.
It's a baggage scanner. It only scans the bags, or maybe a luggage or box or something like that. So basically, what you'll be seeing there will be basically looking for guns and knives, or dangerous weapons, or as well as the explosives.
The Zambia Revenue Authority said Dara Air Station Manager has thanked stakeholders for the gesture, stating that it will ease their operations. The installation of the baggage scanner is part of the efforts to modernize and improve operations at border posts across the country. Titani Zulu reporting for Zanis in Nakonde District.
In Lusaka Province Deputy Permanent Secretary Alex Mapushi has urged Luangwa District Local Authority and other departments in the tourism sector to identify tourism sites and key areas which are potential tourist attractions. The Deputy Permanent Secretary, who was accompanied by Lusaka and Central Province's Regional Tourism Coordinator, Peter Banda, was in Luangwa District to meet key stakeholders in the tourism sector. More in this report.
Lusaka Province Deputy Permanent Secretary Alex Mapushi has urged the local authority and key stakeholders in the tourism sector to drive the processes in preparation for the provincial expo. Addressing stakeholders in the tourism sector, Mr. Mapushi urged the local people to invest in the tourism industry.
We want its development today. This is the reason why we're going around to ensure that you people now here in Luangwa will identify the areas that we're going to pursue tourism. You know the areas. People would want to come here over a weekend. It's not far from Lusaka. This road from Chongwe to the bridge will be done very soon as well. On the exclusion of Zambians, when there's something wrong, Zambians must also be involved. They must also be owners of lodges and be owners of tourism activities.
Area Management Unit Warden Chongo Puta said poor road network into the park and lack of bridge between Zambia and Zimbabwe are some of the areas which need to be worked on to develop the tourism sector in the district.
When they come either from South Luangwa National Park or in Mahab, Mozambique, they want to access the national park inside. Sometimes they come here. Now we find that this is the rainy season. They find that the road is impassable. As a result, the district loses that revenue. We have put a gate at the Chagurola village, just 14 kilometers away from 145, where we are collecting revenue. I feel if that gate, the revenue gate, would be improved, and also the road network, then it could attract those tourists whom we divert to say no, they will visit Zaka Road.
Lista Ndumba, Luangwa District.
And in Western Province, the first ever Hakainde Entrepreneur Mentorship Initiative for cooperatives aimed at fostering social and economic development in Western Province through grassroots cooperatives has been launched in Kaoma District. The initiative is a platform for President Hakainde Hichilema in his private capacity aimed at sharing life entrepreneurship experience in business so that cooperatives become successful entrepreneur organizations. More in this report.
Kaoma District today witnessed the first ever launch of Hakainde Entrepreneur Mentorship Initiative for cooperatives aimed at fostering social and economic development for Western Province through grassroots cooperatives. The initiative is a platform for President Hakainde Hichilema in his private capacity to share life entrepreneurship experience in business so that cooperatives become successful entrepreneurial organizations.
I'm made to understand that the initiative is implemented by Farmers Development Cooperative Union, FDCU in short, which is a cooperative union that is promoting investment in Zambia by Zambians. Within its scope and scale of mentorship and investment linkages, HEMIC will offer access to mentorship resources through collaboration with financial institutions and investors for funding opportunities. The private sectors will include natural resources, conservation, agriculture, mining, tourism, education, energy, banking, among others.
Farmers Development Cooperative Union Public Relations Director Susan Mulambia sheds more light on the initiative.
So Farmers Development Cooperative Union, it has been our heartbeat and our desire to see every Zambian through the cooperatives, the associations and the clubs, to come out of this mindset of begging and start making money and start doing business in these associations and cooperatives and clubs, so that we move away from the mindset of waiting for money to be given money and rather do our own business.
Speaking on behalf of the cooperatives, Brian Marirwe says the knowledge and support from the initiative will positively impact businesses and livelihood in Kaoma.
mentorship that is coming, it's also going to according to and it shall be able to even improve their livelihoods and also improve their ways of living. So we are really grateful to the government and to the President himself, His Excellency President, for this great initiative.
The initiative will target and support a minimum of 9,000 cooperatives in Western Province. Mutinta Mbagwe reporting for Zanis in Kaoma District, Western Province.
And on the Copperbelt Province, the construction of a maternity wing in Chitobabula area in Chilawombwe District on the Copperbelt has cheered residents as it will resolve the problem of mothers who were working a long distance to access maternity services at Kasaso Level 1 Hospital. Copperbelt Province Health Director Charles Mwinuna has also said more maternity wings are needed to ensure that mothers deliver in a decent environment and by trained personnel to reduce maternity deaths. More in this report.
The construction of a maternity wing in Chitobabula area in Chirawombwe on the Copperbelt Province has cheered the residents as it will answer to the problems that have been affecting mothers to access delivery services at Kakoso Level 1 Hospital. The construction of this maternity wing is being done using the constituents development funds to help the local people here, where some mothers have been delivering from their homes.
Ino mother shelter yala tu afwefingi sana nga kunu mo kutwale kwa to wafi obukulu sana.
The maternity wing will help us, as in the past mothers used to have difficulties of transport, while others used to deliver on their way to the hospital. And now we thank government for embarking on the construction of this maternity wing.
Kweno obwafyo bwesubwa papa nompeso twatisangiremu obwafyo pakutatu akwete ichibombero nga kino basa mukutukulira obwafyo twasangiremu wakwe bati twale eshupikwa ndimwe myoto kamuno yale tushupa so twale papisha muno mwenka mumushi nokutupera mwe milandi bati mle papisha abantu mumushi tamukwete nsamusha kupapisha abantu mumushi pantu takutwa kwete tatukwete ambulance then aba myoto kana bena abengi balekala ku town so limpoko bati muntu mineni mbitadiko.
We had difficulties of transport, and mothers used to deliver from here in the village, and others used to deliver on their way to the hospital. And now we are happy for the construction of this maternity wing.
Midwifery at Chitobabula Health Post is happy that the completion of this maternity wing will help mothers in the area.
I've been having problems when going for deliveries at Kakoso Hospital. Most deliveries are conducted in Kakoso. Here we only conduct emergency cases only. Since this labor ward will be built, it will be easy for us to conduct deliveries. And the people won't have any problems going to the hospital for deliveries.
The principal nursing officer at the Copperbelt Provincial Office highlights the difficulties that pregnant mothers face.
Opening of the mother's shelter, for me, it's very important because when you look at a pregnant woman, they go through a lot of challenges. You and I can easily walk from one point to the other and not easily get fatigued. But a pregnant woman, they'll just walk for a short distance, they are very tired. And because of that, we want them to move at their own pace. They make prior arrangements for the transport, how they will move from where they are and come to be near the hospital where they can deliver from.
Copperbelt Province Health Director notes that the province needs more help to construct maternity wings to help mothers.
We still need more. We have most district hospitals have, but not all of them, and we still need more. So any support from partners, is actually very welcome, because we together, as a country and as a province, we need to help our mothers not to have complications or die while giving birth. I think we need to protect that. It's very important.
Completion of the construction of this maternity wing will surely help mothers to have decent delivery and shorten the distances they have to walk. Tovini Ngombe, Zanis, Chirilawombwe.
Still on health news, the reformed open community schools in Lumezi district has set aside 80,000 kwacha towards complementing government's efforts in upholding good sanitation and hygiene in community schools aimed at preventing cholera. Project manager Eneles Chipandwe says the support will be given to 10 community schools in Lumezi district to uphold good sanitation in line with government policies. Details in this report.
Cholera is a deadly waterborne disease that often negatively affects the country, and certainly the greater city of Lusaka has been among the worst affected districts, but the opposite is true for Lumezi district, as no single cholera case has been recorded so far. However, in a global village, they say a pandemic somewhere is a pandemic everywhere, and certainly cholera has affected the entire country. This was seen through the closure of schools across the country. To ensure that Lumezi district is not affected, the reformed open community schools, ROCs, has set aside 80,000 kwacha towards complementing the government efforts to ensure access to clean and safe drinking water and upholding good sanitation and hygiene in the existing 10 community schools in Lumezi district. Speaking with Zanis News, on the sidelines of a two-day stakeholders cholera emergency response planning meeting, ROC's Be Free project manager Eneles Chipandwe says despite Lumezi not recording any cholera case, partnerships are important in preventing the disease.
For us, how we are working is to ensure that we are providing the community schools that we are working with hygiene facilities so that we can improve hygiene in these schools. But also we are ensuring that the children in the community schools are drinking clean and safe water. And also the children come from different homes, so we want to maintain good hygiene.
Meanwhile, Deputy Council Chairperson George Mulenga has commended ROCs for partnering with government in promoting good sanitation and hygiene in the district.
It's one way of even evaluating ourselves, in knowing where we are, what we are missing, in case we didn't follow the necessary steps for things to be done. Because they are working with the grassroots also, in our communities, so they have a lot of information that we need, which will help us, even as we make decisions that will be helpful in the development of the district.
Patrick Soko, Zanis News, Lumezi District, Eastern Province.
And on a sad note, a 27-year-old man has drowned in Mufumbwe district of Northwestern Province. Bezo Samuneti of Kashima East Ward drowned on Wednesday around 16 hours when he went bird hunting in the company of his nephew, Henson Ilunga, at a local swamp. Patson Milaisho now reports.
A 27-year-old man of Mufumbwe's Kashima East had drowned in a local swamp at the Jivundutanov area as he went bird hunting in the company of his nephew. Nephew to the deceased, Bezo Samunet of Ndemba village, Henson Ilunga, reveals that his uncle met his fate around 16 hours on 21st February when they both attempted to cross the flooded swamp by swimming in a quest to set up traps for birds around the area.
Tili makonga chujila di uchwaya na kutala. Chwaya na kutala makonga chujila hicho kuhita mwaka jimomchwa tili. Hicho kuyani chushikanoa kwa hicho kuzambuka kwanda chimwishina digitali makonga kwao. Then amini kuhita amidi kumbidi yana na shalo munyima. Yana kulondeja munyima amidi kumbidi chuna kuya. Nami ndi balo mungini tali mkwetu na kwenza kunyima. Mkwetu wengila dei. Ichama fuishi shejo machina ingili de kuna shali cha muchuo. So no chinezi na fontana kumkwata nami ni mukoki wakola kumkwata nami ni mukoki wakola nami na tashikili kwingila kumu. Chinengila na kuluisha na ngovu kufumisha. Chinafuma tachi kufuma mumenju kwizanjunda kutambika antu no chenza kudasla menju kukyankengo na muntu kosi ninu mpinjweni kosona muntu chuchidina ukengo.
Saddened by the death of young Samuneti, Mufumbwe District Commissioner Elijah Munyombe commits government support to help retrieve the body, which had not been found at the time he visited the scene in the company of police officers.
So around 7:30, while in the office, I got a report from the officer in charge, Mufumbwe Police, Mr. Banda, that someone who was drowned in the Kashima East Ward. So I had to organize some officers, they rushed here, and we have been trying to retrieve the body, but up to this time we have failed to retrieve the body. So currently we are going home, and then we should look for more manpower to make sure that we retrieve the body and give it to the family. Yes, we sympathize with the family. We shall try by all means as European government to help the family.
Northwestern Police Commanding Officer has since confirmed the incident while the search for the body continues. Personnel Marshal for Zanis in Mfumbwe District, Northwestern Province.
Well, that item brings us to the end of our news, but before we go, a recap of the stories that made headlines. ZNS partners with Chimsoro Milling to produce Eagle Mealie Meal. Government hands over 210,000 euros worth of baggage scanner to Nakonde border. Plus, construction of Chitawawula maternity wing elates Chilabombwe residents. Well, that's all we had for you from our news desk. On behalf of the entire Zanis production crew, I've been your presenter, Trust Bemba. It's goodbye for now.